Because actually, if you guys don't know this, if you really want to screw over some debt collectors, all you got to do is stack up a bunch of student loans and then just blow them away, because there's nothing they can do about that. If you just sign that in your name with no family helping you out or anything, that money's just gone. It goes to like some black hole called like Dead Kid Fund, and they can't do anything about it. It's just gone. But it's getting a little dark here. It's going to get worse. I hope you guys are prepared on the journey. I'm sorry, but this is where my mind goes. But if you do successfully end your life, and the fun that you can have with that is that you will be pushing the button that starts all the cogs in the machine that is known as this insane machine called the student loan system in America. And if you don't know what that is, let me take you down the journey. What that would be is Monica from Nelnet would have to call my cell phone about 5 times, and after the 5th time she'd get some error message on her machine that would say something random like DK003, because it's not going to say like, hey, you killed somebody, because that would be insane. So the reason it says that is because years ago Nelnet had to hire some psychiatrist who did some thesis on like missed phone calls and being alive, and they figured out that after 5 that means you're probably dead. What that means is that the kid who in 2nd grade said he wanted to be a fireman, well, he might get like cremated, but besides that, that's as close as he's going to get. So, sorry. Hey guys, I wanted to be a fireman. I'm sorry. So after that, what they had to do with that knowledge is they had to get a programmer to actually program the message, and like I said, they couldn't just say, hey, you've killed somebody indirectly, so they wouldn't want to cause any harm in the world. So they got the programmer to make it say something different, so they did DK003, and the reason for that is because the programmer had some fun, DK obviously meaning dead kid, and then 003 is because the programmer is a big fan of James Bond or something, and 003 is probably some side character that's never in the movies, and he's really pissed about it, so this is where he's going to get everybody to know about it. And he's just like, if it was in the movies, it'd be so much better. It's like the Greyjoys in Game of Thrones. There's like these book fans who keep talking about it. Everybody else doesn't give a shit. Anyway, so the programmer probably gets to go home that night and tell his wife, like, hey, today I got to make this program that got to tell debt collectors that they've killed somebody, because it comes up so frequently that they needed a program that did it for them automatically. And the wife would probably think this is funny because she's like a lead researcher in eugenics or something, and STEM majors are like a weird sense of humor or something out there. Anyway, so this program and this error message is attached to this Excel document that says the profits and losses for Nelnet that happens every quarter, and there's actually a regional manager who looks at this every month, and you'd think that they would look at that specific thing right there in the Excel document that says DK003, but actually he doesn't really care. He goes to the left-hand side of the Excel document, where you right-click it and do hide, and then just kind of minimizes real quick, and then out of sight, out of mind as far as he's concerned. And that data is going to go to the CEO of Nelnet, and you think he would care as well, but his vision of the younger generation's been completely tarnished, because he has these younger grandkids who just kind of walk around with like pigtails coming out of their ass as far as he's concerned, because they're greedy as hell, and they're just waiting for him to kick the bucket so that they can get his inheritance. But he's actually specifically outlined that his inheritance is going to go to his pet zebra, Bazoo, because it's actually legal to leave your whole inheritance to a zebra, thanks to a court ruling in 2007. And if you think that's surprising, imagine how the grandkids are going to feel. So, this is really where all the money is going. I don't know if you follow the line there, but like all the interest I'm paying is going to that zebra. So all the way back down the chain, back to Monica, she's still just waiting for that error message to go away, and she needs to get her supervisor to come over. His name is probably something stupid like Steve. I don't know if there are any Steves here. If there are, sorry, you have a stupid name. I just can't imagine anyone.
We love you, Steve.
I'm sorry. Well, if you can let me know if someone ever comes up to you and says, "Hey, Steve, can you be the godfather to my children?" Let me know, because I can't imagine that ever being spoken. Sorry. Anyway, sorry. Ooh, too personal. All right, let me take the notes out. Okay. But anyway, Steve comes over, not this one, and he's got like Budweiser coming off of his breath. He's looking over Monica's shoulder, and he has Budweiser coming off of his breath because he has to sneak one in during his lunch break because he's a debt collector, and he has to do that to get through the day. And he gets really excited all of a sudden because he sees that Monica has gotten her first DK, and she's finally one of the guys, you know, because this is like a rare thing in the office. He doesn't actually know what it stands for. He just knows that it's highly sought after for some reason. It's like a ritual, bonding ritual in the office that's made up completely of men other than Monica. She's the little diversity hire. You know, everybody starts chanting. They're like beating their chests. They're like yelling DK for some reason. She was really confused. You know, like she's not sure if they're going to like break down to a frat party or if they're going to like sacrifice someone to the lone gods or something. But either way, she actually makes it through the day. She is somewhat intelligent, so she's able to figure out that she indirectly may have killed somebody today thanks to her job. So she'll go home, buy a bottle of wine, and try to drink away some sense of responsibility that she has for my death. And she'll look at other job listings briefly and say, you know, maybe I should get a new job because I don't want to be a part of the system that crushes dreams and the people who have them. But then she'll see that the current political debate is whether or not we should give free college tuition to citizens, and her immediate reaction will be, well, I can't support that because then I won't have a job. Which is the funny thing. That's the funny thing here. We've somehow incentivized dream crushing in this society, as long as the skulls with the dreams don't get crushed as well, which has made me delude myself into thinking that I'm in control, because at any moment I can send Monica to the Isle of Steve and the chanting therein, or I can contribute to the net worth of the zebra bazoo. And with all that swirling up in here, it's hard for me to care whether or not some girl texts me on my birthday.